Alright, so welcome back, you guys. Today is technically Wednesday, but last night Mayans M.C. season 1, episode 6 aired. And if you've been watching all my other reviews for this season so far, you know that I have a love-hate relationship with this show. I like it, I don't think it's to its best quality. But wow, was this episode phenomenal. And I have not been able to say that yet, but this episode really took me by surprise. Like, if this is what the rest of the season we had to look forward to for the rest of the season is going off of this episode, I'm even more devoted than I already was. I was already gonna finish it up, but I actually am looking forward to next week's episode, and I haven't been excited for each week's episode. No, because it's just been okay. Mine's just coming on. I gotta watch it. I gotta review it. But I'm excited for next week. And if you watched on Sunday night my Deuce review and Walking Dead season 9 review for episode 1 and episode 5 of each one of those shows, you know that I am trying a new way of reviewing my TV shows, and there are going to be spoilers. I'm just going to talk about it with you guys, just talk to you guys about my thoughts and opinions about every little thing in this show that I have to mention and what happened in this episode. So that way we can debate it in the comments and stuff like that, and all my thoughts and opinions on every little detail of this show. Instead of tiptoeing around spoilers, I'm just going to go all for it. So if you haven't watched this week's episode, click away now, go watch it, and then come back and watch all my thoughts and opinions, and let's talk about it down in the comments. But let's just dive right into this review. So, like I said, episode 6 aired today of The Minds. If you don't already know, this show stars J.D. Pardo, who plays Ezekiel Reyes, or Easy. I love Easy's character. He's the one character that I've always been invested in since the very beginning. Every other character has just been like, meh. But Easy's character is just getting better and better, and I love the way that they are doing his character. So, yeah, and I know there's so many other actors and actresses that are fantastic also in this show. Just, he's our main character, so I only list him off, because if not, we'd be here forever. So, basically what happened in this episode, the basic synopsis, if you want one, is, Coco's sister showed up, and she had gotten herself into a little bit of trouble, but Coco and Angel are still being watched by the club closely, because they kind of have a feeling that maybe they are the moles for the rebels. So Coco has to go do a club business and can't get out of it, so Easy tries to handle the situation with his daughter, which I really like those two dynamic. I like Coco's daughter. I like the actress and her character, and I feel like there's so many possibilities that they can do with her characters going along with Coco and Coco's family, because they're all kind of fucked up. And yeah, I loved it. So we really get to see Easy and what really happened, how his mother died, stuff like that. I thought it was really interesting that his mother was murdered, and then he went to jail chasing down, I'm guessing this was the night that he went to jail, because he was hunting down her murderer, and he accidentally shot the cop. It's all in that one night. So I really do like that, because he's not a bad guy. That just shows you that he's not a bad guy. He just, wanted his mother's killer dead and accidentally fucked up and shot a cop and killed him. So, yeah, and even, the guy that is over his deal, or is his contact, not really over his deal, because we actually found out who I think is actually over his deal, and we're going to get to that, because fuck, I hate that prick, but we're going to get back to that, trust me. So, you have that going on, and I love that they finally told us that. We also have his dad and Angel's dad, getting closer to his contact in the FBI or whoever he's working for. He's off the clock, and, they're just kind of, because last week's episode, the dad threatened the contact's family, and that kind of sent him into a spiral and panicking. And they just, really great character development with both of those characters. We got to see a different side of each one of them, and I loved it. Angel finally got the truth from Abuelita. We've learned about a little bit more about her and, what their plan was all along with Galindo, which I don't think is going to stick, with him being arrested at the border, but I had a feeling that's what they were doing. They were setting him up to be detained at the border. So, that was kind of obvious, but it at the same time, I think it's smart by they think they are going to get away with it, but in reality, they probably won't. So I am curious to see where that storyline goes and how Galindo gets out. What else? Let's see. Yeah, just overall, this episode was great. It was well paced. We got a really great car chase scene with Easy and cops. I loved that. Every time the Sons would get chased by cops, and they would have that really, or any car chase at all, and it was just great. And this one is probably the best car chase in this show so far. We've had a couple, but nothing like this one, and I loved it. They finally answered my question, and very subtly, if I might add, and I loved how they did it, and it kind of sounded like, oh, you're kidding, right? We learned how Chucky came to work for the Mayans, and they just won him in a card game against the Sons. I think that is fantastic, a good way. It doesn't make him seem like he left the Sons on a bad term. He's just in this show. It's just a good way for him to explain why he's in this show. So I'm glad they finally said that, because that was one of my biggest, wanting to know type deal. So that's good. Emily, they kind of took a step back from her character, which I'm glad. I mean, I think her character's alright, but I don't know. I don't like her character. I don't like what she does to Easy in his head. I feel like she's the one thing that's going to stop Easy from being a freaking amazing character that he has the potential to be. Hopefully they don't, because, kind of like Jax and Tara, Jax didn't do some things because he had Tara there, but Tara was ruthless towards the end, so who knows? Or not towards the end, but like in the middle of the relationship, because after a while, Tara kind of got on my nerves, which was the point, I'm guessing. But yeah, so I loved all that. I loved every little moment of this episode. I think that it was well paced. Everything about it just was phenomenal. We got to see more characters interacting, different ones, how they respond to certain situations. And honestly, this was the first episode that I felt like, the guys were having fun doing the things, like Easy in the cop chase. I felt like he was kind of enjoying it. Just a smidge. Just stuff like that. That's what makes what's going to make this show a great show, and I've talked about it for weeks now. If the characters aren't developed out, then they're not going to have a show. But if it keeps on this track, we're going to have a fantastic show. Possibly just as good as Sons. I don't think it will surpass Sons, but possibly just as good. But now back to who I think is over, the shocking character that I was like, no, I don't want that prick back, and that's the French dude who wanted that RICO case against the Sons for I don't know how many seasons. I think he was in the show for 2 seasons. Comment down below, let me know if I'm wrong about that, but I think he was in the show for 2 seasons, maybe 1, maybe 3, no more than 3. But it looks like he is the top dog over, because we learned that it's not the contact that is trying to force Easy into, flipping Emily. It's the people above him, and I have a feeling this guy is at the top. Mr. Frenchy Prick. That's what I'm going to call him in these reviews. Mr. Frenchy Prick. So, yeah, I was shocked that they brought his character back. I'm glad that I'm kind of curious on how they're going to add him to the storyline that's already going. I think they will do a good job at it, and of course you're going to hate him. That's the point of his character. Then he's just a ginormous douche. But yeah, comment down below. Let me know. Wait, before I do all that, um, I'm going to give, if you can't already tell, I love this episode. I'm really curious on how they're going to wrap up this season. I know it did get confirmed for season 2, but we have 4 more episodes in this season, and I can't wait to see how they wrap it up. I am also a little sad that I'm going to be ending this review series, but I have enjoyed every minute of it. I hope you guys have enjoyed all of my reviews. If you have, then definitely go check out all the other content I have up on this channel. You know, I'm starting to review Walking Dead Season 9. I reviewed Episode 1 this past Sunday. And I'm also still reviewing The Deuce Season 2, which is an HBO show. That will be ending around the times Mayans does, so sadly both of those will come to an end, but we still have Walking Dead, which is great. So, yeah, lots to come, lots to end, great content, but I am going to give Mayans Episode 6 a 5 out of 5 if you couldn't already tell. So, yeah, comment down below, let me know if you like the way that they handled the whole Chucky working for the Mayans. Let me know if you are excited for Mr. Frenchy Prick to be back, if you like the little nickname that I gave him, because I don't remember his actual name, but he's a prick and he's French, so he's Mr. Frenchy Prick. If you don't like that, comment down below and let me know what you would call him, what you'd like me to call him. Hopefully you guys find it funny, because I do. Yeah, just a lot to talk about. Let's just all talk about down in the comments, you know. And if you haven't watched the show, then I don't know why you made it to this far, but don't go down into the comments. You'll probably get a hell of a lot more spoilers than what I said, and I said a good bit. So, yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that thumbs up button, because it really does help me out. Also, in the description, I have links to my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook pages for the channel. You can click on over there for updates on personal life, things I might be working on, people, guests I might want to have on the channel. You know, unboxings. Like right now, I'm trying to figure out what unboxing I might want to do tomorrow. Would y'all want the new Child's Play Steelbook unboxing, or Evil Dead 4K unboxing, or would you want something else that came out this week if unboxed? Who knows? Or would you prefer me to unbox Call of Duty Black Ops 4, the GameStop exclusive edition for PS4 that is coming out Friday, but I'll get it Thursday night at midnight. If you'd want an unboxing of that, let me know down in the comments. That would really help me out. And yeah, share this video with all your friends, family, everyone that you know, and people that you don't know, and hit that subscribe button for more awesome content like this. And please, and check out all my other content, and thank you for all the support. I really do appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.